Hello, I'm Amy, a designer here at the Sanderson Design Group, and we're based in Denham, just outside of London. And today I'm going to present to you our amazing new Morris & Co collection. So together with Free Spirit, we have brought together this Emery Walker collection. So a little bit of history behind Emery Walker and why we've done this amazing collaboration. So Emery Walker was a close personal friend of Morris, and his house remains perfectly intact in Hammersmith in London. So it's this amazing time capsule of everything that's been perfectly preserved, and their families had really close ties, and that's why that connection was so strong. There's a few really special pieces in there from Morris and from May Morris to the Walker family. So our designers have been inspired by all the amazing textiles and patterns in there. So I'm going to go through each of the ranges for our Free Spirit collection. So first up, we've got a really iconic design. We've got Daisy, which has been simplified here. So the grasses have been taken out of there. It's originally inspired by Morris's earliest wallpaper, which was taking influence from medieval botanical illustrations. So I think this is a really lovely fresh piece for the collection to start off. And then we've got this Gia, which is slightly different for Morris, but this is called Dorothy's Kiln, and it's inspired by the original kiln in Dorothy Walker's bedroom. So she was a collector herself, travelled a lot and kind of brought things back from her travels. So I think this is a really lovely style to bring the collection together. Next up, we've got Bower, which is in this really gorgeous berry and indigo, and it's got this lovely sort of moody feel for the collection. We've also got Bird here. This was inspired by an 1878 tapestry by Morris himself. He actually chose this design for his own drawing room at Kelmscott House. It's got these lovely lines within the birds and the flowers that kind of take influence from those tapestries. Next up, we have Bluebell in this lovely leaf green colourway from 1876, and it's got these really lovely bluebells framed by the acanthus leaves, and it's in this really great symmetrical layout, so it's great for loads of projects. We've got Pink and Rose in this collection, which is at this slightly larger scale to kind of bring a statement to this piece. And this is this lovely floral trail, and it was originally at a really large scale, so it's lovely to reproduce that in a kind of a block print style. We've got Emery's Willow next, which has got this really lovely berry in the background, which has never been seen before in this way. So it's a nice little playful twist on a classic Morris trail. And then we have got Wallflower. So this is in Emery's drawing room in the house, and this is at this amazing large scale, and there's this really lovely dot detail within the leaves that you can see there. These gorgeous like framed acanthus leaves, and again the same design but in this lovely blue and at a smaller scale. Then we've got a really lovely coordinate for the collection in two colours. So we've got Sunflower, which is from 1879, and it's in this lovely deep red, and then we've also got it in this sunflower yellow. It's really lovely to tie it all together. So a nice statement piece. Here is Rose in this fresh spring palette, and we've got it in this bigger scale, and then a lovely sort of ditzy smaller scale, and this one was used in Emery's drawing room. It's got these beautiful tulips in there. I think those sunflower yellows and greens are great to coordinate through. And then a nice stripe here, we've got Holland Park stripe, which can be used to frame or just add a little bit of different movement to the collection. And then the last one here is May's Coverlet. So this one is a really lovely one, originally created by May Morris, and it was a present from May to Emery's wife, and May, of course, headed up the embroidery department at Morris & Co. So it's a really lovely print translation of that embroidery. So I hope you've enjoyed looking through the collection, and we can't wait to see what you do.